Testing audio for the second game of our doubleheader today between Averett and Randolph-Macon. Check, check. Check, check. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Game 2 of Averett's doubleheader at the Grant Center. Check, check, check. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check. Thank you, Wyatt. Mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check. 1, 2, 3.
in Danville up against the visiting Yellow Jackets of Randolph-Macon. It's alumni day today here at Averett University. Averett comes in on a 5-game losing streak, having dropped their last game against Bridgewater 73-50, while the Yellow Jackets also took down Bridgewater 65-50. Excuse me. Randolph-Macon leads the series 8-3 with the Cougars only having 3 wins on the series. So they're looking to get back in the win column against these same Yellow Jackets here this year. Like I said, it's the second game of the doubleheader today. As the first game in the men's game ended up being a loss for the Cougars. So the women's game should be something exciting to see with the Yellow Jackets coming in. Now, here's the thing: is that head coach Lindsay Burke-Eberhardt for the Yellow Jackets was named to her second straight Old Dominion Athletic Conference Coach of the Year award last season after leading the Yellow Jackets to 29-2. As the Yellow Jackets right now are sitting at 14-3, with the Cougars only coming in 6-14. Here on the Averett Sports Network, we have about a minute and a half left to go here on the clock. As like I said, the Cougars coming in off of a 5-game losing streak. But one of the big things that has continued throughout the season is DeSandria Jiggets being able to get on the glass and be able to find open putbacks and second chance points. And being able to keep her team in the game at most point during the game before the fourth quarter. It should be an exciting one here in Danville. We're going to get going here, but with about a minute left to go here, as we'll toss it down here to PA announcer Drew Wilson. We'll be right back here on the Averett Sports Network after the starting lineups.
Basketball matchup featuring the Yellow Jackets of Randolph-Macon College and your Cougars of Averett University. Featuring today's starting lineups first for the visitors from Randolph-Macon. The junior guard out of Western Virginia, number 1, Sam Smith. The sophomore guard out of Hamilton, Virginia, number 4, Riley White. The sophomore guard out of Virginia, number 15, Aaron Porter. The sophomore guard out of Asheville, North Carolina, number 24, Anna Wilcox. And a senior forward out of Fairfax Station, Virginia, number 30, Mackenzie McGee. Head coach of the Yellow Jackets is Lindsay Burke-Eberhardt.
As we'll get going here in the Grand Center for tonight's finale of the doubleheader These York Cougars up against the visiting Randolph-Macon Yellow Jackets, sitting at third in the ODAC conference, while the Cougars, for the first time in a while, are not sitting at dead last, sitting at about 9th or 10th in the conference. As we'll get going here in the Grand Center with Sellers and Matheny at the tip. As it'll be Smith to start it out here for the Yellow Jackets, defended by Sellers. Smith backs down Sellers, throws it into Matheny. Matheny backs down Jordan, throws up the shot, and good. The first points of this game belong to Mackenzie Matheny and Randolph-Macon. So Lily Stripmatter will be the one to start the offense here for the first possession here for the Cougars. As Kayana Jordan gets it into Dee Dee Jiggets, as she almost gets her pocket pick, throws up the shot, and she ties this game up at 2. Dee Dee Jiggets gets the first points for the Cougars here in this one, as she continues to be one of the leaders here for the Cougars on offense. As the Yellow Jackets finding some easy ball movement. Driving in is number 5. That's Erin Porter on the layup as she gives the Yellow Jackets back the lead here early on in the first quarter. America will find the top of the key, and Cretia Sellers is trying to find Kayana Jordan, but little miscommunication finds the hands of Sam Smith as she'll start the offense here for the Yellow Jackets. As she'll kick it into an easy pass here to Matheny as she'll put the ball up and in. A 6-2 start here for Randolph-Macon gives them an early lead here in the Grand Center in tonight's finale of the doubleheader. Jordan will switch off and find Sellers at the top of the key. Finds Jiggets. Jiggets takes the mid-range, and good, as she'll knock it down. Dee Dee Jiggets cuts the lead to just 2, with the score being 6-4 here with 8 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. Smith will find Wilcox. Back to Porter. Over to Smith. Finds Wilcox. Wilcox drives in. As America gets her hand in on it and knocks it away, so she'll knock it out of bounds. As Wilcox will be the one to inbound it here for the Yellow Jackets. Wilcox inbounds Matheny. Matheny drives in on Jordan, kicks out to Sam. Smith with a 3, no good off the back iron. As Jordan will be the one to rebound it, as the Cougars will find a little bit of defense as America will throw it up, and no good from the rim, but rebounded by Jiggets, and Jiggets tosses it back up and in. Dee Dee Jiggets right there for the rebound and the putback. She ties this game up for the Cougars at 6 apiece. A 3 here from Randolph-Macon, no good off the back iron. Dee Dee Jiggets with the rebound. Fast break opportunity here for the Cougars. Jiggets kicks it out to America. America thought about the 3, will find Jordan, who finds Stripmatter, who start the offense here for the Cougars. Stripmatter, Sellers, hands it off to Jordan. Jordan backs down Wilcox, throws it up off the backboard, no good, so the Jackets will run. Smith kicks it out to Wilcox. Wilcox steps in for the mid-range, and no good off the iron. As a poke away as Dee Dee Jiggets got her hands in on Matheny. Porter will find the rebound off to Smith in the corner. Double teamed by America and Sellers. As a foul will be called here underneath by the Cougars. It'll be an inbound foul. So I should say it'll be a foul on the floor. First substitutions of the day are Mariah Eberhardt in for Cretia Sellers. And it'll be number 3 for Randolph-Macon. As Randolph-Macon puts up the shot, no good, as it stays here with the Jackets. That's Liz Wyrick who checked in for the Yellow Jackets, the freshman out of Greensboro, North Carolina. Stripmatter will be the one to inbound it, and she'll get the ball back from America, and the Cougars get a stop here early. Strip matter, kicks out to Eberhardt, finds Jordan on the top of the key again, finds Didi Jiggets. Jiggets well defended by Porter, throws up the shot off the backboard, this time no good. Rebounded by Porter as she'll find Smith for the rebound. With the Yellow Jackets getting a stop of their own. Smith finds Wilcox in the corner as the three is good here from Porter. She gives her team a 9-6 lead here to start it out here for the Yellow Jackets. Strip matter up the floor rather quickly. You'll find Jordan here on the post. America takes the three, but blocked by, that's number 4. That's Riley White. Smith finds Porter. Finds White. White wide open on the three. No good, but rebounded by White. As it'll stay here with the Yellow Jackets out after someone for the Cougars got their hands in and knocked out of bounds, as Wilcox will check out here. So looks like it'll be Porter to inbound it. As we see some more substitutions here for the Cougars. It's Brianna Sams, Elisa Harris, and Jaleel Mizell. As a shot will be thrown up here off of Sam Smith, as it'll be tipped by Jiggets. As we'll go to the timeout here on the Averett Sports Network after the block on the post by the Cougars. We'll go to the break here on the Averett Sports Network. We'll be right back in just a moment. Coming out of the timeout, it'll be possession arrow Randolph-Macon. 4:58 left to go here in the first quarter, and a 16-second shot clock to work with, as Didi Jenkins will pick it off on the inbound, as she'll get it off to Elisa Harris, as Porter will be right there to run with her. But will be handed off to Mizell, as Mizell finds Jiggets. Jiggets thought about the three, but take the mid-range. No good off the back of the iron, as it'll be rebounded by Sam Smith. As the Cougars not able to come up with any points there, as Porter will take the three. No good off the backboard. As Smith will run down the rebound, and it'll be a fresh 17 or a fresh 20 for the Yellow Jackets. As Smith will throw it off the iron. No good this time. Second chance points. This time it's good from number 3. That's Liz Wyrick. As the Jackets have now built an 11-6 lead. Harris, a foul coming from Wyrick on the reach-in. Sorry, there'll be a foul on Porter on the reach-in. Looks like it'll be number 23 to check in. It'll be Madison Langdon, a freshman guard out of Reading, Pennsylvania. I should say Reading. As it'll be Mizell here to inbound it here for the Cougars. Out to Sams. Finds Sellers out on the top of the key. Sams finds Harris on the far side wing. She'll drive in. She'll be forced to take the shot, and the shot is good. but a foul will be called before the shot, so the shot's no good as it's waved off by the referees. So it'll be Randolph-Macon ball here again with Langdon finding Porter with the three. No good off the back of the iron. As it'll be rebounded by Alyssa Harris. Finds Sellers running. Throws up the layup and it's good. Sellers on the easy fast break opportunity finds the opposite hand and able to find points here for the Cougars as the Cougars are starting to play a little bit of defense here and be able to get a couple of good stops as unselfish play ends up with a bucket here for Randolph-Macon. That's Liz Wyrick on the bucket. 3 minutes left to go here in the first quarter as Mizell will find Sellers. Out to Sams. Sams drives in, takes the mid-range off the backboard, no good. As Smith will come down with the rebound for the Jackets. She'll drive in on Sellers, kick out to Wyrick. As Wyrick will throw it up and in. A little give and go play here from Randolph-Macon ends up with 2 more points here for the Yellow Jackets. As we're hearing the Yellow Jacket faithful chaining defense here in the Grant Center as Mizell will step out of bounds as she was not able to find Elisa Harris on the near side wing. And it'll be Randolph-Macon possession with 2:19 left to go here in the first quarter. As Iman Byers now checks in, the senior out of Louisa County, Virginia. Checks in here for the Yellow Jackets. Byers over to Smith. Smith thought about the three, kicks back into Byers. Byers goes up, then throws it up and off the backboard, and it's good. 15-8 here. Sorry, 17-8 here for the Yellow Jackets. Mizell finds Harris on the far side wing. Kicks back in, tries to find Sams, but it's turned over as Mizell is right there for to defend Langdon. As Langdon will find the offenses. She'll driving, kick out to Wyrick. Wyrick tried to find the pass, but it's intercepted by Harris. And she threw it off the legs of Byers. So the Cougars will get a fresh 30 on the shot clock with Mizell to inbound to here for the Cougars. Harris hands it off to Perkins. Finds Sellers on the top of the key. Finds Sams on the other side of the top of the key. Sams over to Harris on the far side. Kicks it over to Sellers. Sellers with 6, throws it up, and she's blocked by the Yellow Jacket defense. Jackets are running. The full court, coast to coast, is no good. As Harris will throw the ball up and off Wyrick again. As the Cougars will get a key stop here after the fast break possession for the Yellow Jackets did not end up in any points. As Sellers, though, will start out with a fresh shot clock to work with for the Cougars. Mizell finds Harris. Harris thought about the three, but steps in for the mid-range, and it's good. Nothing but net. That was a smart shot from Elisa Harris to step in from the three-point line and take the mid-range, which is a high percentage shot, and be able to help claw the Cougars back into this game. As Wyrick's pass is almost picked off by Sellers as she'll knock it out of bounds and will stay here with the Yellow Jacket possession. As we'll see even more substitutions here for the Yellow Jackets, it'll be number 12, Lila Donnelly. As Donnelly will take over possession here for the Yellow Jackets. She'll lead her offenses. Yellow Jackets are forced to take a three, and it's no good off the back iron. As there will be a foul called underneath by the Yellow Jackets, so we'll go the other way here with the Cougar possession. As that was Langdon who took who passed up the three, and as Harris throws a last second heave, and we'll come to the end of the first quarter here on the Averett Sports Network. Your score, Randolph-Macon 17, Averett 10. We'll go to the break here on the Averett Sports Network for before the start of the second quarter. Ten minutes on the clock here in the start of the second quarter. Last half of the first half here in Danville. As Lily Stripmatter will be the one to inbound it here for Averett. As Stripmatter will find America, will kick it back over to Stripmatter. As Stripmatter will set up the play here for the Cougars. As she'll find Jiggets out on the near side wing. Over to Jordan, who finds America on the near side wing. America trying to get a shot off. She'll get over to Jiggets. Jiggets with 12 to work with. Takes the mid-range, and it's good! As Dee Jiggets able to find a little space to get a shot off, as she'll cut the Yellow Jacket lead here to just 5. As Everhart will help defend number 23, that's Langdon. As Langdon will find Byers. Byers is double-teamed. As there will be a foul called on Lily Stripmatter. That'll be her first foul of this one. As Bauman will be the one to inbound it. Bauman over to Donnelly. Donnelly double teamed. As it's picked off by the Cougars. Dee Jiggins running with it. Eberhard pass is picked off by the Jackets as there's a ball on the floor. Stripped away by the Yellow Jackets, and no takeover here on offense. Langdon screened by not Wyrick. She's screened by Byers, sorry. As that'll result in a basket for the Yellow Jackets as they've now taken a 7-point lead here, 19-12. Jiggets trying to control the offense here for the Cougars. Jiggets kicks out to America. America drives in, throws it up and off the glass, and no good as it rolls out. As Donnelly will take over here for the Yellow Jackets. She kicks it into Wyrick, back out to Donnelly. Over to Byers as Byers almost throws it away as Langdon finds the rebound. Back to Donnelly, back into Byers. This Byers shot is no good, and it was a rebounded by the Cougars, but it's last touch by Averett. So a fresh 5 here for the Yellow Jackets. It'll be Porter, Smith, Wilcox, as there will be another inbound play here for the Cougars. As America finds it in the corner. Kicks it into Kayana Jordan as Jordan is picked off as she was unable to handle that pass. Smith finds White. Back to Smith. Into Wilcox. As White will be the one to take the three. No good as it's rebounded by Wilcox. Porter takes the three, and it's no good off the back of the iron, as Jiggets will be the one to rebound it. As Jiggets will run with it right on Porter, as so throw it up off the backboard, and no good. Rebounded by number 34, that's Lily Davis. As the Cougars, with good defense, are able to get a stop and get a turnover in the hands of Everhart as it goes off her legs, and it'll be in the arms of Riley White. As the Yellow Jackets get the basketball back and able to stay out of trouble. As another pass is picked off and taken away by Mariah Everhart for the Cougars. Everhart was going to run, and there will be a foul called on the shot as she was going up. There will be a foul called on Riley White, so Everhart will go to the line here for 2 shots, the first time at the line here for the Cougars. And it looks like we'll have a timeout called here on the floor. 19-12 is the score here in Danville. We'll go to the break here on the Averett Sports Network. With Mariah Everhart going to the line here for the Cougars for their first free throws of the day. On the foul called by Riley White underneath the basket. So let's see what happens here at the line here for Everhart. Her first shot is good, so she cuts the lead to 6 for the Cougars. Everhart's second shot is no good as it's tipped around and rebounded by Porter, as Porter will run with it on the fast break. Here come the Yellow Jackets as she'll back it out here and start the offense here for the Yellow Jackets, but she'll drive in. Triple teamed in, taken away by Dee Dee Jiggets. Jiggets will run with it now. Jiggets kicks it over to Cotton. Cotton's first minutes of the game as she'll throw it up, and it's good. Anaya Cotton with the ball control underneath and able to find the patience underneath the baskets as she cuts this lead for Randolph-Macon at just 4, 19-15. As Porter will find Smith. Into the corner is Wilcox. No good on the air ball, and it's off the hands of number 4. That's Riley White, as White not able to handle it. As the Cougars will get the ball back with 5:40 left to go here in the first half. Mizell will find Sellers on the inbound, as Mizell will take over here on the point. Mizell figuring out the offense, kicks over Jiggets. Jiggets takes the 3, and it's good! Jiggets finds the open three thanks to the handoff and assist from Jalea Mizell, and the Cougars have now cut it to just one. As a little pass goes in from on the Yellow Jacket offense, and then it's now back up to three. As that was Lily Davis underneath. Mizell will drive in. Finds an open Sellers, and she gets about her first basket of the day. Carisha Sellers able to cut this lead to just one as Porter will find some space in the corner, and there'll be a blocking foul here charged on Jalea Mizell. An inbound here from the Yellow Jackets. Kicks it over to Porter. Porter takes the three. She'll knock it down here for the Yellow Jackets. Says she'll give the Jackets back a 4-point lead here. 24-20 here at Averett. Harris screened by Cotton. Finds Mizell. Mizell kicked it back out to Harris. Harris, and she is called for the traveling violation as she took one too few many steps. As she'll give the ball back to the Yellow Jackets here with 4:17 left to go here in the second quarter. Smith finds Porter out on the far side wing, kicks it into White. White is intercepted. This time it's Coleman, as Coleman's pocket is picked as Smith will run it out of bounds. After finding the rebound, it'll be Cougar basketball here. After Smith is not able to keep it in bounds. As Langdon now will check back in here for the Yellow Jackets, as well as looks like it'll be Nia Cotton here to check in here for the Cougars. As Stripmatter will find Harris. Over to Coleman. Coleman takes a shot, no good. And it'll be rebounded here by Porter, as Porter will run the offense here for the Jackets. Porter finds Smith out on the top of the key, defended by Stripmatter. As Porter thought about the three again, as she'll be double teamed underneath. This time will be blocked by Anaya Cotton. Rebounded by Jiggets. Coleman is running on the pass forward by Jiggets, as her pocket will be picked by Smith. So the Yellow Jackets will now run their offense. Smith will throw it up, as she'll be called for the traveling violation. So a back and forth affair between these two teams ends up with the Cougars getting a stop here on defense. As Langdon will check out here for as Davis will check out here for the Yellow Jackets. Stripmatter will set up the offense here for the Cougars. Coleman finds Cotton on the top of the key. Hands it off to Harris. Defended by Smith. As it'll be rebounded by Wyrick. But she stepped out of bounds, so it'll be Averett basketball. The chirping has definitely begun from the Yellow Jacket faithful, as Stripmatter will be the one to inbound it here to Coleman with 8 seconds to work with on the shot clock. Down to 5 for Jiggets, as she'll throw it up. No good, as there'll be a shot clock violation here for the Cougars. And they'll turn it over with 2:53 left to go here in the second quarter. As Byers is now in for the Yellow Jackets, the senior. As Smith is double teamed, but she finds Porter. Porter out on the far side corner. Double teamed by Coleman and Harris, as if she's able to get it out of the double team. As there will be a foul call here on Jiggets. So we'll stay here with the Yellow Jackets. Smith finds Wyrick. Back over to Langdon. Back over to Byers. Langdon takes the three, and no good off the iron. Stripmatter will be the one to rebound it, as she'll find Jiggets running with it. Jiggets, little fancy dribbling, as there'll be a foul called on Smith. As Jiggets will go to the line here for 2 shots coming up. Sellers and Americo now will check back in for the Cougars, as Harris and Coleman will get a little bit of a breather and a water break. Jiggets' first shot is no good after rolling around and out. So she's 0 for 1 on the line on the trip. Jiggets' second shot is no good, but rebounded by Cotton underneath. Keeps her feet in bounds as Sellers tracks it down, as she'll step out of bounds and turn it back over to the Yellow Jackets, as she slipped and fell there. So it will be Byers to inbound it here to Smith, as Smith will set up the offense here for the Yellow Jackets. A close one here in Danville so far, 24-20, as Porter will take the three, as she'll knock it down. Porter gives the Yellow Jackets a 7-point lead, as a reach-in foul is called on Langdon. That'll be her first. So that'll be the team's 3rd foul of the game of the half. Stripmatter will find Sellers, as she'll start it back out here again for the Cougars, as Cotton will kick it into Sellers. Sellers with a one-time dribble, and no good, as it's too strong off the backboard, as Langdon will run with it here for the Yellow Jackets, as she'll find Byers. Byers underneath. Byers, no good this time, but rebounded by, that's number 3, Liz Wyrick, as Wyrick threw it up and in and drew the foul, so she'll go to the line here for one more for the chance to make it a 3-point play. So Wyrick will go to the line here, as her first shot from the line is no good, as it'll be rebounded by America. America 3-on-2, 3-on-1. America will run with it, as she'll throw it up and in. 29-22 here in Danville, here in the Grand Center, as the Cougars have kept the lead so far to just 7, as that'll be expanded here, as Porter knocks down another 3-point shot, as she brings the lead here for Randolph-Macon to 10 with 47 seconds left to go here in the first half. Stripmatter finds Perkins, finds America. America drives in on Smith, as she'll toss it up, and no good, but gets her own rebound, and she'll find her second chance points. So the Cougars have cut the lead to just 8 with 30 seconds left, faithful seconds left to go, as Langdon takes the three for the Yellow Jackets. No good. Rebounded by Stripmatter. Stripmatter has a chance for one last shot. Sellers, a little dipsy-do. Layup is good. 8 seconds to work with here for Smith. 5. Down to 3.4 seconds as Byers is fouled on the far side wing out on the three-point line. So it'll be she'll be fouled by Zaya America. So Byers will go to the line here for 2 shots, as the first shot is no good. Second shot from Byers is no good, but rebounded by Porter. Porter throws it back up, rolls out, and it'll be off the fingertips and out of bounds off the hands of Byers as we'll go to the end of the first half. At halftime, your score is 32-26 in favor of the Yellow Jackets from Randolph-Macon as we'll go to the break here at halftime here on the Averett Sports Network. We will be right back in just a bit. And welcome back to the Averett Sports Network. Just about 4.5 minutes, a little under that left to go in halftime. Let's give you some halftime stats here for both teams, as the Cougars are right now have a 32-26 deficit here going into the third quarter, shooting about 48% from the field, 1 for 2 from three-point range, which is 50%, and 25% from the line. 16 rebounds, 3 offensive rebounds, 13 defensive rebounds, 2 ties, and they have not led whatsoever, with the Cougars having 6 assists, 11 turnovers, 5 points off the bench, I should say, 1 block, 12 on-court points, 3 points off the fast break, 7 steals. That was the story of the first half. I have to say, at least from my point of view, was that the Cougars have done an excellent job of getting their hands in and trying to create turnovers off the pass in between players, either at the top of the key or in the corner, being able to double team in the corner and being able to create a new possession that way and be able to get a turnover off of Randolph-Macon that way. Randolph-Macon is going 41.2% from the field, 4 for 15 from 3, 26.7% that is. And that is pretty much all led by number 15, that's Porter for Randolph-Macon. That's Aaron Porter, I should say. Porter, the sophomore guard out of Virginia Beach, Virginia, in Kettle Run High School. As they have not made a free throw yet today. 20 rebounds, 9 offensive, 11 defensive, 2 ties. Largest lead was 10 points for Randolph here early in this one, and 10 assists, 8 turnovers, 14 bench points, 2 blocks, 26 on-court points. So if that doesn't say something to you, then I don't know what does. As the Yellow Jackets have been able to find points off the bench thanks to key pieces like like Donnelly. That's Lila Donnelly, number 12, the freshman out of Chesterfield, Virginia, in Monacan High School. As she has made a huge contribution here on the point off the bench. So with a minute and a half left to go here before the third quarter starts, we're going to take a break here on the Averett Sports Network. We'll be right back here with the start of the second half here on the Averett Sports Network. We'll be right back in just a moment. With the start of the third quarter, it'll be possession arrow Randolph-Macon, and number 4, Riley White, to inbound it here for the Yellow Jackets. As it'll be Smith, Porter, Wilcox, and Wyrick here to start the second half here for the Yellow Jackets, as it'll be Sellers, America, Jordan, Stripmatter, and Harris to start the second half for the Cougars. As Sellers stays right on Smith, as Smith is double teamed as the Cougars will force a jump ball. As good defense here to get their hands in on the ball on Smith to force a turnover here early and to prevent points for Randolph-Macon as the Cougars will take over, and Lily Strittmatter here on offense for Averett as she'll get over here to Sellers on the near side slant as America will find Jordan. Jordan will drive in, throw up a shot, no good as looks like it'll be Wilcox called for the blocking foul. So Kiana Jordan will go to the line for her first free throws of the day. Jordan's first free throw is good. As she cuts the lead here to 32-27. Second shot from Jordan is no good and rebounded by Wyrick. As White will find Smith here to start the offense here for Randolph-Macon. Wilcox over to Porter. Porter finds Wyrick out on the key. Smith drives in on Harris. Double teamed on the post. Finds Wyrick back on the near side slant. As his Wilcox will be defended by both Jordan and Sellers, as Wilcox will throw up the shot. It'll be no good, as there will be a blocking foul called on the Cougars. So Smith will be the one to inbound, and a shot immediately thrown up here by Riley White as she'll knock it in and good. So she expands her team's lead here to 34-27 as Sellers will find America on the top of the key as Jordan will get it off here to Strittmatter. Strittmatter trying to drive in on Smith. Finds Jordan on the near side wing. Jordan drives in and throws up a shot. Is blocked by Wyrick as Randolph-Macon will take back over on offense. Smith with 8:24 left to go. Smith is a little pass into Wyrick. Gets picked off here. Jordan to control the offense as she'll be called for the double dribble. As the Yellow Jackets will get the ball back here thanks to the double dribble from Kiana Jordan. So the Yellow Jackets avoid trouble on the pass down low on the post. Smith finds White. Over to Wilcox, defended well by the Cougars. Into Wyrick, who is fouled by Cotton. Cotton, that's her first foul of the day. As Porter will run to the other side on the far side corner. As Wilcox will find Smith out on the top of the key. Back to Wilcox, back to Smith. Smith trying to drive in on Sellers, but she stopped right at the top of the key. Finds Wilcox as Wilcox is called for the travel. 2 straight huge stops for the Cougars. Get them 2 extra possessions as the Cougars are able to get the ball back here for the chance to find some points here and cut into this lead that was built up by Randolph-Macon. Strittmatter will find Elisa Harris on the near side wing. Harris will drive in, but kick back out to America. Finds Cotton on the top of the key. Finds Strittmatter on the far side wing. Back to the top of the key it goes for America. Back to the far side wing for Sellers. Back to Cotton on the handoff. Cotton kicks out to America. America takes a 3 and it splashes it home. Unselfish play here from the Cougars. Cuts the Randolph-Macon lead to just 4 as there's over 7 minutes left to go here in the third quarter, as a blocking foul will be called by Zaire America. So the Yellow Jackets will get a chance to inbound the ball underneath. Finds Porter underneath. She's double teamed though. Ball on the floor. Jump ball called. as it'll stay here with the Yellow Jackets, as they will stay out of trouble here, as the Cougars almost had a turnover on the double team down low on Porter. Smith finds White in the near side corner, finds Langdon, back to White. White drives in, throws up the layup, no good, rebounded by Wyrick. Wyrick throws it back up and in, as she's also fouled and will go to the line here for a chance for one more. As Wyrick made an excellent play here for the ball on the far side post, as she'll get a chance to make it a 3-point play. As her free throw is good, so it's now a 7-point lead here for the Yellow Jackets. As Strip Matter will be the one to inbound it and set up the play here, as it'll be a little bit of full court press here from Randolph-Macon, as the Cougars will do a good job with clearing it, as Jiggins will find Sellers, finds Cotton underneath, double teamed is Cotton, as a foul will be called on the reach-in by Langdon, says the referees. As the Randolph-Macon fans here thought that there was a jump ball called, but a foul is called instead, so we'll stay here with Averett. As Strip Matter will find Sellers out on the far side, on the top of the key, gets into Eberhardt, finds Strip Matter. Finds Sellers back on the near side wing, as she'll drive in and throw it up, and no good, as she's fouled though with 8 seconds left to go on the shot clock. As that was Madison Langdon who was called for the foul. So Sellers will go to the line here for 2 shots. First shot from Carisha Sellers is no good. She'll get one more from the line with 6:28 left to go here on the clock. Second shot from Sellers is no good, off the back of the rim, as Randolph-Macon will rebound it. As they'll get the ball back here for an extra possession. As Porter will find White underneath for the wide open layup, and it's good. As the Yellow Jackets will expand their lead to 9 here over the Cougars. So Strip Matter will set up the offense here for Averett. As she'll find Jiggins on the far side wing. Jiggins drives in, but Porter takes away the pass and will be called for the jump ball, but it will stay here with Averett. As Strip Matter will find Cotton, who finds Jiggins out on the top of the key, as she'll throw it back into Cotton, as Cotton can't handle the pass. As it'll be picked up by the Yellow Jacket offense with 5:43 left to go, and then Smith to handle the offense, who kicks it over to Porter. Porter takes another 3, no good this time, as they'll be rebounded by Sellers. Sellers will run the floor for the Cougars. As she'll pull it back out here for Cotton. Cotton tries to find Jiggins, as Jiggins is picked off by Porter. Porter running the break here for the Yellow Jackets. She'll drive in and pass up the 3 and throws up the layup, as Sellers will be called for the blocking foul underneath. As a wide open layup ends up with a foul being called on Carisha Sellers, with Porter going to the line here for 2 shots. As White will check back out here, as it'll be the first minutes here from number 20. That's Brooke Miller, the freshman guard out of Nokesville, Virginia. As Porter's first shot from the line is no good. As the Cougars thought it was it was a 1-and-1 situation. But it's still 2 shots, but the first shot ended up being no good. Porter's second shot goes down, so she's 1 for 2 on the trip. As we'll see Jalea Mizell out there to take over the point for the Cougars. Mizell hands it off to Jiggets. Jiggets drives in on Porter, throws up the shot, no good, rebounded by Smith as the Yellow Jackets will take back over here with 5 minutes left to go, and a 10-point lead. 40-30 is your score here in Danville. As Wyrick throws the ball up off the glass and it goes in. As the Cougars unable to find a charge. As Mizell will go coast to coast, but kick it back out here to Eberhardt. Finds Sellers. Sellers kicks it back out for Mizell. Mizell takes the mid-range. And she'll get the lucky roll to go as it rolled off every part of the rim before going down, as she'll cut the lead here to 10 here for Averett. Smith will drive in, and a foul will be called on Carisha Sellers as Brooke Miller will go to the line here for 2 shots. As a timeout call will be called here on the floor. So we'll take it with them, and we'll be right back here on the Averett Sports Network in just a minute. Back here on the Averett Sports Network out of the timeout, and it'll be Brooke Miller at the line here for 2 shots as she gets her first minutes of this game here in the third quarter, as the Yellow Jackets are up by 10 points here over the home Averett University Cougars in white. 42-32 is your score here with 4:08 left to go here in the third quarter. Miller's first shot here from the line is off the backboard and not good. So she'll get one more shot from the line here on the trip. Her second shot is no good, so it's rebounded by Jiggets. She'll find Mizell. Mizell will try to go coast to coast here. She is picked off, but it'll go off the feet of Mizell as Donnelly gets the turnover for the Yellow Jackets. As she was able to throw it off the legs of Mizell at the last second. As the Yellow Jackets will get the ball back here with plenty of time left to go to expand this lead. Miller finds Byers. Over to Donnelly. Donnelly over to Miller. Miller is called for the travel as she'll turn it over, as there'll be Cougar ball here with 3:42 left to go in the third quarter. As the Cougars get a key stop there with only being down by 10 points, as they'll get a chance here to cut it to single digits. As Mizell with the screamed off by Jiggets, as Mizell knocks down the 2 from the free throw line. As Jalea Mizell finds a little bit of an opening and is able to knock down a high percentage shot, as Mariah Eberhardt gets her hands in there on Donnelly, as Donnelly is called for the foul. As Donnelly will now check back out here for Smith and Porter, as well as looks like it was number 13. That's Brielle Bauman. So the Cougars get a basket and a stop. So they get a chance to cut this lead down again as Smith takes it away from Mizell. As the Yellow Jackets get the ball back after Smith just takes it out of the hands of Mizell. Wow. Byers over to Smith. Smith drives in. Floater. No good. Rebounded by Wyrick. No good again. As it'll be brought back out by Miller. Back into Byers. Byers spins. Layup is no good as it'll be rebounded by America. America will run the floor now here for the Cougars, who will find Sams in the far side corner. As Mizell will get the offense going here for the Cougars. Only being down by 8 points. Jiggets on the top of the key. Jiggets, screened by Sams, will throw up a last-second shot off the backboard and not good. She thought that she had a basket there, but it'll be no good and rebounded by Sam Smith. As Porter will find Miller back over to Smith. Back into Porter as the little give and go works for the Jackets, as they expand their lead here back to 10 with 1:46 left to play in the third quarter, as Mizell will drive in on Smith. Smith will be called for the foul as Mizell on the way up here for Mizell. As Mizell will go to the line here for 2 shots. Mizell's first shot is good, so she'll cut it to single digits now here for the Cougars. Second shot from Mizell is off the rim and no good, but a lane violation is called on the Yellow Jackets. So it'll be Mizell to go back to the line here for another shot. Mizell's shot is up and good. So another just 8-point lead here for Randolph-Macon, as it'll be Stripmatter and Perkins to check back in here for the Cougars, as Dee Dee Jiggets and Jalea Mizell to check out here for Averett. As the Cougars, with 1.5 minutes left to go, have cut this Randolph-Macon lead to just 8 as Porter finds Wyrick on the top of the key. Handed back off to Porter. Porter trying to drive in on Perkins, as it will be a kick ball called on Jordan. But excellent defense so far being played by Averett. Smith inside to Byers, as Byers is knocked out of bounds by Harris. So another try on the inbounds play for the Yellow Jackets here with 1:20 left to go here in the first quarter, or in the third quarter. As Sam Smith will find some space, it's no good. Rebounded by Kiana Jordan, as she'll get it back out to Lily Stripmatter with a Randolph-Macon lead of just 8, as Harris will pull it back out here for Stripmatter, who will find America on the far side wing, as America will drive in. It'll be fouled by Byers. Sorry, that's Riley White. And it looks like White was hit in the mouth. Hoping she's okay. Sorry, that was Byers who was hit in the mouth. Hoping Byers is okay, but she'll be called for the foul. Being seen by the trainer. As a timeout will be called here by Randolph-Macon by Averett, as they want to talk it over. We'll take a timeout here on the Averett Sports Network as Byers gets checked out here by the trainer. back here on the Averett Sports Network, as it looks like either a technical foul or a flagrant foul was called on Randolph-Macon. So Zaya America will get 2 shots from the line here as she knocks down both shots with 59 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. As a flagrant foul was called on both teams. So the flagrant one was called on Zaya America on the charge, who hit Byers in the mouth, as Sam Smith, though, will take the shots here for Randolph-Macon, and Randolph-Macon will get the possession here with a minute to work with here coming to the end of the third quarter. Smith will throw it off the shoe of Harris, and it'll go back out of bounds, and it'll be another inbounds play here for the Yellow Jackets. White back to Smith, back to White. As she'll find a wide open Wilcox will go to the line, will draw the foul. The foul will be called on Kiana Jordan, as she didn't think that she had any contact there, but apparently the referee saw at least a tiny bit of contact underneath. So Wilcox will go to the line here for 2 shots. She'll knock down the first with 48 seconds left to go. She knocks down both shots, so 9-point lead here for Randolph-Macon here in the Grant Center. Strip matter will find Perkins back in play here for America on the top of the key. America will take the 3, and she'll throw it up, and it's no good off the front of the rim. And Randolph-Macon will get the ball back with 25 seconds left to go here in the third quarter, and a last second shot. Smith will take the 3, and no good off the front of the rim. A big rebound, though, by Porter. She'll be double teamed here in the corner by Strip Matter and Perkins, as Harris will pick it off. The Cougars will run, as it'll be another turnover here, as there will be a ball on the floor. As there will be a jump ball called, as the Yellow Jackets will take back over here with 2.9 hopeful seconds left to go. As they'll hold it for the final shot of the third quarter. Smith will throw it up off the backboard, and it's no good. And we'll come to the end of the third quarter here on the Averett Sports Network. 38-47, with Randolph-Macon leading the Cougars by 9 points going into the fourth quarter. We'll step back and take a break before the start of the final quarter of this one between the Yellow Jackets and the Cougars. We'll be right back in just a moment. To the fourth and final quarter of this one we go. There will be Lily Strip Matter here to inbound to here for the Cougars. as they'll have possession here to start the fourth and final quarter. Only being down by 9 points here to the Yellow Jackets of Randolph-Macon University. As Brianna Sams will get it over to Mariah Eberhardt on the far side wing. Over to Lily Strittmatter. Strittmatter finds Jiggets. Jiggets able to come away with the pass, and she'll throw it up and good. As Jiggets able to find some space and be able to bring this lead to just 7 points here for Averett. As Wilcox find White over to Porter, over to Sam, over to Smith, back over to Porter on the corner. As they'll be picked off by Sellers. Sellers will run the floor with it. As she'll find Strittmatter. Back out to Sellers, over to Jiggets. Inside to Sams, as Sams is picked off by Porter. Smith will run with it as she'll bring it back out here though for the Yellow Jackets, and they'll set up their offense here with just under 9 minutes left to go here in this one. Wyrick finds Porter on the post as she'll be double teamed yet again. Triple teamed, oh my goodness. As a jump ball will be called, and it'll be Randolph-Macon possession here. So they'll get the ball back and underneath the basket to inbound.
Number 22, Coleman back in for Averett.
Smith, little handoff as she'll take the three, and it's no good. Rebounded by Sams. As she'll find Jiggets up the court. Jiggets with a little fancy dribbling in between the legs. Strittmatter will get it back to Jiggets. Jiggets will take the mid-range, and she'll be no good as they'll be rebounded by White. As Eberhardt tried to step in the middle of that pass, but it's knocked away by Eberhardt. Smith will take over here on offense for Randolph-Macon. Smith will find Wyrick. Kicks it out to the wing for Porter, intercepted by Jiggets. Jiggets will run the floor. Jiggets, as there will be a foul on the floor, be called on number 1, Sam Smith. As Anaya Cotton will check back in here for the Cougars, and Brianna Sams will check out here and get a breather. Cotton will find Jiggets. Jiggets. Back over to Coleman. Coleman is picked off. Smith running the floor on Jiggets. Smith throws up the layup, and it's good. As Smith expands the lead for Randolph-Macon to 9. As Coleman will get the offense going here for the Cougars. Coleman finds Eberhardt on the top of the key. Driving in is Eberhardt, and she's held by White. So Eberhardt will go to the line here. Sorry, it'll be an on-the-floor foul, so Lily Strittmatter will be the one to inbound it. Strittmatter over to Eberhardt. Eberhardt will run over the other side of the post, and she'll throw up the layup, and it's good. As Eberhardt cuts the Randolph-Macon lead to just 7 again, as it's a 49-42 lead here for Randolph-Macon. As Smith will find White. Running the other post, other corner is Wilcox's. White will take the three and knock it down. White with an excellent three-point shot, which is wide open, and is able to give her team now a 10-point lead. A huge, crucial shot for Randolph-Macon. Eberhardt gets the handoff from Strittmatter. Finds America. America drives in, and she'll throw it off the backboard, and it's no good. It'll be right out of bounds for Riley White. Smith will be the one to bring it up here for the Yellow Jackets. Smith kicks it over to Wyrick. Wyrick finds Porter. Porter's double teamed as it's knocked away. And it'll be Cougar ball, says the referee. It'll be off the hands of Wyrick. As Cotton will check out here for Kiana Jordan, as she'll see a few more minutes here for the Cougars. As America will kick it in here to Strip Matter. Strip Matter finds America. On the top of the key is Jordan. Jordan thought about the three, but will back off. She'll find Strip Matter. Strip Matter will set up the screen here by Jiggins. Strip Matter will take the three ball, and she'll knock down her first point of the game. Wide open shot by Lily. Strip Matter goes down, as there'll be now only a 7-point lead here for Randolph-Macon. As Smith will drive in, kicks it out to Porter. Porter takes the three, as she'll bury it. As she'll give her team back a 10-point lead with 5.5 left to go. As Strip Matter will run it up on Smith. As Smith will be called for the reach and foul.
Team second. Correction, team third.
As Lily Strip Matter will be the one to inbound it here over to America. Strip Matter will find Jordan not on the far side corner. Jordan drives in on Wyrick as she's blocked partially by White. Running the ball is Anna Wilcox, as she'll back it out and set up the offense here along with Sam Smith, as a timeout will be called by the head coach for Randolph-Macon. And we'll go to the break here on the Averett Sports Network right out of the timeout. We'll be right back in just a moment. Back here on the Averett Sports Network with 5:06 left to go in the fourth quarter of this one. As Randolph-Macon has now jumped out to a 10-point lead, 55-45, here in the Grant Center on the campus of beautiful Averett University. As Smith will find Porter into Wyrick as Wyrick puts it up and in. 12-point lead now for Randolph-Macon, as Mizell will be the one to control it here for the Cougars. America drives in on Wilcox. She'll throw it up and off the rim, but called, as there will be a foul called underneath. It'll be number 24 called for the foul. That's Anna Wilcox, as another timeout will be called. So we'll take it with them, and we'll be right back here on the Averett Sports Network in just a moment. Zaya America steps up to the line here for 2 free throws for the chance to cut this lead down to 10. She'll step up and knock down the free throw, so the lead is now 11. America's second shot from the line is good, so she cuts the Randolph-Macon lead now back down to 10. As Smith will find Porter over to Wyrick, over to Wilcox, who will find it for White, and back out to Smith, as Smith will set up the offense here for Randolph-Macon. White finds Wyrick underneath as she's well defended by Jiggets. Wilcox defended by Stripmatter. Kick it back out to White. White takes the three, no good, off the rim. As it's rebounded and taken away by Kiana Jordan. As the Cougars get a big stop here and the chance to cut the lead down to single digits with just over 4 minutes left to go here in the fourth quarter, as the three ball is blocked by Riley White off the hands of Zaya America. Wilcox finds White on the far side wing. White will drive in. Will throw up the layup, and it's good, and she's fouled. Riley White will go to the line here for one more with a chance to make it a 3-point play and expand the lead here to 11. As Sellers will check in for America. White's shot at the line is no good. It's rebounded by Mizell. Mizell will run with it. She'll put up the floater, and it's no good, but she'll get her own rebound, though, as they'll be off her foot and rebounded by Porter. A little push in the back by Wilcox, as Porter will go the whole distance and throw it up and in. As she'll expand her team's lead now here to 61. Largest lead of the game now for Randolph-Macon, and Stripmatter will take the three. Nothing but air. Saved by Sellers, and it'll be out of bounds off of Sellers, as Riley White will be the one to inbound it here with just over 3 minutes left to go here in the Grand Center in this one. Full court press now from the Cougars, as Wyrick is double teamed, as Jiggets is right on Wilcox. Wilcox will find Smith. Smith, who tried to get the pass off to Porter, does find the pass to Porter. Porter will take the mid-range. Over the rim it goes, and into the arms of Mizell. As Jiggets now will drive in and throw up the shot. She's fouled, and it goes down. So she'll get the chance for one more. She'll go to the line here for one more shot to make it a 3-point play and cut the lead to 11. Jiggets second, her shot is good, so it'll be a timeout called here by Averett. So we'll go to the 30-second timeout break, and we'll be right back here on the Averett Sports Network right after the break. As Riley White is the one to inbound it here for the Yellow Jackets. A little full court press. Double team by Sellers and Eberhardt as Jiggets tried to kick it out of bounds. As Jiggets will find some defense on Porter. Porter hands it off to Smith. Right as Sellers is right there as Wyrick is fouled by Jordan. As that is her fourth personal of this game. With 2:27 left to go. Smith will inbound it here to Porter. Smith will take the three. No good from the three-point line. Jiggets with the rebound. Jiggets running the floor. She'll pull it back out. Get it into Sellers on the far side post. We'll kick it back out to Sellers. We'll kick it back out to Jiggets, who will find Stripmatter. Back to Jiggets. Jiggets will drive as she's partially blocked, but another second chance shot goes up and in. As Jiggets finds a great shot off the backboard as she'll cut the Randolph-Macon lead to 9. And another timeout will be called here on the floor. So we'll take it with them right here on the Averett Sports Network. Underneath the basket is Riley White for Randolph-Macon. As White will find Porter. Porter is double teamed, but she'll run the floor. As she'll pull it back out here. As she'll drive in on the reach in attempt. As she'll throw it up and in, but the basket will not count, and the foul will be called on Kiana Jordan. That's her 5th as she is now fouled out. As she'll take a seat. And let's see who will come in here for the Cougars. It's Elisa Harris to take the place of Jordan. As Wilcox will throw it out to Smith. Smith will drive in on the Averett defense as they'll get the hands in on the ball as they'll be called a jump ball. And we'll go back the other way here for Averett. As it'll be Harris to inbound it here to Stripmatter. Stripmatter will find Jiggets. Jiggets takes the mid-range. No good off the front of the rim. Rebounded by White, as there'll be a jump ball called in favor of Randolph-Macon as they'll get the ball back anyways. White back to Smith as White will be the one to run with it as she'll find Wyrick, I should say. As the Yellow Jackets will set up their offense with just over a minute left to go here in this one. As Wyrick will find Smith, and they'll just pretty much dribble it out, though, as Smith will take one last three-point shot, and it'll go down here for Sam Smith. As she'll ice this one for Randolph-Macon, as now the clock is down here to under a minute with the Jackets leading by just 10, as Averett wants to talk it over, specifically Coach Crodish. So we'll go to the timeout here on the Averett Sports Network, and we'll take it with them here on the Averett Sports Network. With Randolph-Macon up by a score of 64-54, it'll be the Yellow Jackets here to inbound it. and pretty much have this game wrapped up here in the Grant Center as Wilcox and the Cougars trying to foul Wilcox, but able to get a pass off, and Wilcox is fouled. So Wilcox will go to the line here for, looks like 2 shots, and no, actually, it is an inbounds play. As White will get into Smith, 37.5 seconds left to go. As Everhart will almost knock it out. As she'll find Porter. Porter back to White as Porter is fouled by Harris. As the Yellow Jackets will now go to the line, and it'll be Porter here at the line here for Randolph-Macon. Porter's first shot is good. So 11-point lead now here for Randolph-Macon. Second shot is nothing but net. So now 12-point lead here for Randolph-Macon as Mizell will run the floor, who will find Harris. 21 seconds left to go. Mizell will take the mid-range off the backboard. No good. Rebounded by Wyrick. 13 seconds left to go as Randolph-Macon will pretty much dribble it out as they'll take the win on the road here in Danville, as the Cougars will drop their 6th straight and will go to a record of 6-14 to start the season, as the Jackets, though, take their 15th win of the season and will remain in a tie for 2nd place in the ODAC standings. Again, your final score, 66-54 here in Danville, as the Yellow Jackets come in and get a win here on the road against the home Averett University Cougars. Let's look at some stats real quick. As the Cougars ended the, as Randolph-Macon ended the game 45.6% from the field, 31.8% from three-point range, and just over 46% from the free throw line to end this one. So Randolph-Macon will go back on the road, I believe, but let's look at the schedules here before we wrap up the broadcast. As the Cougars will go on the road here to Roanoke College to face the Maroons on February 11th, this Wednesday, as Randolph-Macon, though, their next game after this is at home against Shenandoah University. That's at 7 o'clock right here on Flow College, so make sure to catch that one, as, again, we'll be back on Wednesday. The Cougars will go on the road on Wednesday, and that'll be a 7 o'clock start in Salem, Virginia. So for me and for all of our team up here in the broadcast booth, have a good night, everyone, and come back here for the next home game here on the Averett Sports Network. Good night.